Hello students, it's a Vitthal Anwat. Today we are learn about the soil geographies. Chapter number 4 is soil chemistry, and in this chapter we are going to focus upon the ion exchange into the soil. The ion exchange, as we know, the electron and protons they play important role into the ion exchange. As the soil is also, what is soil? Soil is a mixture of the different minerals. So, as the soil is formed during the weathering process, some minerals and organic matter are broken down extremely small particles. The chemical changes further reduce these particles until they cannot be seen with the naked eyes. The very smallest particles are called the colloids. It's learned into the last chapter. Mechanism of this cation exchange. How to happen such a ion exchange into the soil? As we know, the exchange of cation has been explained on the basis of the electrokinetic theory of the ion exchange. Okay, this electrokinetic theory of ion exchange, according to this theory, the absorbed cation forming the outer shell of the ionic double layer are supposed to be a state of oscillation when the suspended in the water forming diffuse the double layer. Due to this oscillation, some of the cations move away from the surface of the clay micle in the presence of the solutions of the electrolytes of cations of the added. Electrolyte slips between the inner negative layers and the outer oscillating positive ion. The electrolyte's cation is now absorbed on the micle and the surface cation remains in the solution as an exchange ion. The means of the expression. The cation exchange capacity is expressed in the terms of equivalent or more specifically as milli equivalent as per 100 gram, and its written is means the cation exchange capacity is expressed in the term of the equivalent of more specifically in the 100 gram. The term equivalent is defined as 1 gram of atomic weight is hydrogens or the amount of any other ion, and that will combine with the displace this amount of hydrogen or the monovalence ions such as sodium, then potassium, then nitrous oxides, the chlorines. These are the atomic weight are the same since they can replace the H ion, means hydrogen ion. Hydrogen is a positive charge, and the calcium also, then magnesium can take the place of the two hydrogen ions. This replacing power of the cations. The replacing power of cation varies with the types of ion. It is the size and degree of hydrations, valence, and the concentration and the kind of clay minerals involved, as it is controlled by the number of factors. No single order replacement can be given. Means the expression and replacing power of the cations, like as we get the example here, one small particles of the clay which is made from the basalt rock. After that it's get means humus, then silica ions. After that it's get chemical reaction with the waters. That time this water replace some ions which is exist into this small particles of this basaltic types of the clay material. Then percent base saturation. The percent of total CEC occupied by the major cations has been used in the past to develop fertilizer programs. The idea is that certain nutrients ratio or the balances are needed to ensure proper uptake by the crop for optimum yields. Research has shown, however, that cation saturation ranges and ratio have little or no utility in the vast majority of the agriculture soil. Under the field conditions, the range of nutrients can vary widely, no detrimental effects, so long as individual nutrients are present in sufficient levels in the soil to support optimum plant growth. What are the importance of this cation exchange? As we know, the soil is mixtures of the any kinds of the minerals, or it's made from the different types of the minerals. They have some importance, like as first, the cation exchange is an important reaction in a soil fertility in causing the correcting. Means it's a why it's important, because of the soil fertility. The soil require the sodium, potassium, phosphorus, such type of the minerals, and due to this cation, the soil is getting fertile. Then soil acidity and basicity is changed, altering soil physical property and as a mechanism of purifying or the altering the percolating waters. Means soil acidity, as we know, the soil is getting acidic or the alkaline after it's totally depend upon the pH of this soil. It's less or more than the 0.7. So after the replacement of this cation exchange, the soil has becoming the much fertile and sometimes adverse effect also we can show on this soil. The plant nutrients like calcium, magnesium, potassium are supplied to the plants in the large measures of the exchangeable forms. Means the plant which is grow into the soil and they require the different minerals. In that the calcium, magnesium and potassium are the important, and they get these plants through the soil, and this process of the cation exchange has been happened into the soil. So easily we can for the human beings, this calcium and magnesium or potassium is obtained through the trees or the crops, and this crop have getting it from the soil. Thank you very much.